If you want to be successful, stop being soft on yourself. Success doesn't come to people who constantly give themselves a way out. Skipping hard things in the name of taking it easy is how dreams die. Discipline is uncomfortable, but so is staying stuck. You have to choose your pain, the pain of growth or the pain of regret. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. Either you get harder on yourself now or you'll suffer the consequences later. Want the win? Then earn it. And that starts with accountability. In the next few moments, you'll learn how to silence the excuses, how to harden your mind against weakness, and how to build the kind of self-discipline that doesn't flinch even when life hits hard. Stop being soft. Embrace strength of mind. Men and women whose names you recognize, whose fortunes stir envy in your heart, were not born under special stars. They entered life as ordinary souls, clothed only in dreams and desires. Their victories, their extraordinary accomplishments were not gifts handed down on plates of silver. Rather, these achievements were forged in the fires of adversity. Each of these iconic figures possessed one unmistakable quality, a profound and unshakable mental strength that refused surrender, that rejected defeat at every turn. Consider, my friend, the legendary figure of Thomas Edison, who illuminated our world. Mr. Edison wasn't blessed by fortune or circumstance. His early life was littered with setbacks. His teachers labeled him addled, incapable of grasping simple learning. Failure shadowed Mr. Edison closely. He famously attempted thousands of experiments before inventing the incandescent light bulb. Yet Mr. Edison's mind was unyielding. He understood clearly that true defeat occurs not in failing, but in giving up. Each unsuccessful experiment wasn't a step back. It was a step forward. A powerful lesson, drawing him nearer to his goal. Reflect deeply on this profound truth. Every battle in life, every obstacle on your journey, must first be conquered within your own mind. The champions of history and industry knew this well. Before victory manifests outwardly, it must take shape inwardly, firmly secured in the fertile ground of your thoughts. Your hesitations, your doubts, your yearning for comfort, these elements form the softness within you. That softness, if left unchecked, becomes your greatest enemy. It will quietly, subtly sabotage your efforts, whispering comfort into your ears, tempting you toward ease when challenge is required. Understand this clearly. Every moment you choose comfort over challenge, every instance you favor ease over effort, you willingly surrender a portion of your extraordinary potential. There is greatness within you, latent and awaiting activation. But greatness, my dear reader, demands payment. It demands courage, persistence, and a strength of mind capable of withstanding life's relentless pressures. The barriers confronting you today, whether they are financial struggles, personal setbacks, emotional heartaches, or apparent failures, are temporary hurdles placed in your path to test and refine you. Do not allow these trials to break your spirit. They are only barriers in your outward reality. The true enemy, the real adversary to your success, resides inwardly, hidden in your softness, in your reluctance to face discomfort and hardship. Remember, a strong mind conquers all. Each illustrious individual whom you admire had their own inner softness to conquer, their own fears and hesitations to overcome. Greatness is not achieved by magic nor by coincidence. It is painstakingly constructed, brick by brick, from the disciplined management of your thoughts and relentless pursuit of purpose. It is not wealth, status, or luck that determines who triumphs and who falters. Rather, the critical factor is one's mental toughness, an unwavering belief that one's destiny can and must be fulfilled. Your future, your success, your legacy hinge solely upon this internal strength. Awaken your inner power, ignite your determination, and eradicate any softness within your soul. Now is your moment. You have admired heroes. Now it is your turn to emulate them. Choose today to rise. Shake off hesitation. Relinquish your desire for ease, and embrace boldly the trials before you. Do not shy away from hardship. Rather, run toward it, knowing that every challenge conquered will sharpen your mind, harden your resolve, and propel you inevitably toward greatness. The path awaits your courage, Your strength of mind is your greatest asset. Embrace it, nurture it, and it shall guide you triumphantly toward your destined greatness. Define your purpose clearly. Success begins with clarity of purpose. This truth, demonstrated consistently by the greatest minds in history, serves as the bedrock of every extraordinary achievement. Ask yourself sincerely and with courageous honesty, where do you envision yourself 3 years from now? This is not merely a whimsical inquiry, but a fundamental step toward realizing your deepest ambition. Henry Ford did not stumble into success by accident, nor drift aimlessly through the currents of life. His monumental accomplishments arose from a clear, unwavering vision, one defined by purpose and sustained through persistent effort. Mr. Edison and countless other visionaries who shaped the very fabric of history understood the profound power of setting crystal-clear objectives. They recognized that definitive goals are the cornerstones upon which all success is built. Indeed, vague ambitions invariably yield vague results. If your objectives remain undefined, you risk wandering endlessly in circles, consistently busy, yet rarely productive. The tragedy of countless individuals lies in their perpetual motion, without genuine progress, constantly moving, yet arriving nowhere meaningful. The antidote to this common ailment is clarity. Clarity transforms dreams into actionable steps. It distinguishes mere fantasies from achievable realities. The great secret to success, as demonstrated by history's highest achievers, is laser-like focus. Define exactly what you want, and do so with the utmost precision. Commit yourself wholeheartedly and uncompromisingly to your clearly defined purpose. Reject distractions and remain resolute in your pursuit. Your goals, when articulated with precision and clarity, act as powerful magnets, pulling you relentlessly toward their fulfillment. This clarity does not come passively. It demands deliberate action. Write down your desires explicitly and revisit them daily. Let your objectives become a guiding star illuminating your path forward. Reaffirm your intentions frequently to fortify your resolve and maintain momentum. Those who clearly define their purpose and revisit it daily establish an unbreakable bond with their aspirations. Moreover, as soon as you define your objectives precisely and passionately, you set into motion forces beyond your immediate awareness. The universe conspires favorably on behalf of those with unwavering focus. Invisible energies align, opportunities emerge, and resources materialize to support your journey. Clarity of purpose is the mechanism through which intangible dreams manifest into tangible reality. When your vision is precise, your reality shifts to accommodate it. Clarity is not merely beneficial, it is powerful. It empowers you to direct your energies efficiently, to act decisively, and to live purposefully. Without clarity, life is lived at the mercy of circumstance. With clarity, you become the master architect of your destiny, consciously shaping your life in accordance with your vision. Today, refuse to accept vagueness or ambiguity in defining your life's purpose. Harness the transformative power of clarity. Determine explicitly and boldly what you wish to achieve. Commit unflinchingly to your goals and let them guide every step you take. Remember, clarity of purpose is not a luxury reserved for the few. It is an essential discipline available to anyone determined to realize true success. Choose clarity now and allow it to propel you forward relentlessly toward the fulfillment of your highest aspirations. 3. Develop unyielding resilience. The journey toward greatness is rarely smooth. It is a road marked by trials, setbacks, and countless challenges that test the strength of your will. Every celebrated success, without exception, has endured moments of failure, waves of doubt, and storms of criticism. But true greatness is not forged in comfort, it is born in adversity, shaped and sharpened by resilience. Resilience is not the absence of failure. It is the determined spirit that rises each time it falls, stronger, wiser, and more focused than before. It is the mental and emotional toughness that refuses to surrender, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Those who possess this quality understand a sacred truth. Setbacks are not signs to quit, but signals to grow. Thomas Edison, he failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. To the average observer, his repeated failures might have seemed like madness, but to him each failure was a step forward. His unyielding resilience not only brought light to the world, but illuminated the power of perseverance. Mr. Edison's legacy stands as a shining example that the path to innovation is paved with persistence. So when you find yourself facing failure, do not view it as a dead end. Instead, see it as a stepping stone, a vital lesson embedded in hardship. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits and demand that you rise beyond them. But these trials are not there to break you. They are there to build you. Each challenge you overcome adds another layer to your strength. Those who are soft in spirit give up easily. They blame circumstances, other people, or fate for their lack of progress. But you must be different. You who are destined for greatness must forge an unshakable core. Your resilience must become your armor, resistant to criticism, unaffected by failure, and relentless in purpose. Resilience means standing firm when others walk away. It means continuing to believe in your vision even when others cannot see it. It means holding your ground when everything around you seems to be falling apart. And more importantly, it means finding power in pain and purpose in pressure. Train yourself to rise after every fall, not merely to return to where you were, but to ascend higher than before. Learn from each setback. Let the lessons of hardship refine you. Let failure become your teacher and doubt your motivator. Let every no inspire your next attempt. Resilience is not an inherited trait. It is a cultivated mindset. It grows each time you choose courage over fear, determination over despair, and action over excuses. Strength is born in struggle, and through this struggle, you discover your true power. As you build this resilience, you will begin to see changes, not just in your circumstances, but within yourself. You will walk with greater conviction. You will speak with deeper confidence. You will think with sharper clarity. Your energy will shift, and others will feel it. This unyielding resilience becomes your invisible armor. It protects you when life strikes hardest. It shields your dreams when doubt creeps in. It carries you when your will is tested. And when you embrace this mindset fully, you will discover that no dream is beyond reach. So rise. Rise again and again. With each fall, rise higher. With each failure, grow stronger. With each setback, become wiser. Let resilience be the fire that fuels your journey. Embrace it, live it, and watch as your greatest dreams manifest before your eyes. Master self-belief. Belief is the engine of success. It is the inner force that transforms dreams into reality, that turns struggle into strength and obstacles into stepping stones. Those who rise above mediocrity and carve their names into the pages of history are not simply those with talent or luck. They are those with an unshakable belief in themselves, a conviction so deep that it withstands the harshest trial. Consider Abraham's, a man born in poverty, defeated repeatedly in business and politics, and plagued by personal tragedy. Many would have surrendered to despair, but Mr. Lincoln never ceased to believe in his purpose and potential. That belief sustained him through failures and lifted him to become one of the most revered leaders in history. His journey reminds us that belief in oneself is not optional, it is essential. Your self-belief defines your limit. When you doubt yourself, you build invisible walls that block your progress. Each hesitation, each self-critical thought chips away at your potential. But when you embrace the power of belief, you unlock reservoirs of energy, courage, and creativity. You begin to act with conviction, speak with confidence, and live with purpose. Do not let self-doubt dictate your path. It is a thief that steals dreams and weakens the spirit. Instead, embrace a profound belief in your own worth, your unique abilities, and your boundless potential. You are capable of far more than you imagine, but only if you believe it first. Speak to yourself with kindness and strength. The words you whisper to your soul shape your reality. Replace the language of limitation with affirmations of power. Say to yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I am destined for greatness. Repeat these truths daily, and let them sink deep into your subconscious, because your subconscious listens. It believes what you feed it. Nourish it with faith and watch your actions follow. Every great achiever in history, from inventors and leaders to artists and athletes, began with belief. They believed when no one else did. They trusted their vision, even when the world laughed or doubted. That inner certainty was their compass, guiding them through storms, sustaining them through failure, and elevating them to success. Your goals are waiting on the other side of belief. Doubt keeps you stuck. Belief sets you free. When your confidence aligns with your ambition, you become unstoppable. Your energy shifts, your mindset sharpens, and your momentum builds. The world begins to respond differently because you carry yourself differently. But belief is not a one-time choice. It is a daily discipline. You must cultivate it constantly. Reaffirm your worth every morning. Reflect on your progress every evening. Surround yourself with voices that uplift and reject those that diminish. Feed your mind with stories of triumph, with lessons from those who walked through fire and came out stronger. Let their resilience ignite your own. Belief is not arrogance. It is not blind hope. It is the calm, quiet certainty that you are meant for more and that you have what it takes to rise. It is the refusal to surrender, even when you stumble. It is the voice inside that says, try again, when the world says give up. Now is the time to stop being soft with yourself. Stop negotiating with doubt. Stop entertaining thoughts of failure. Trust your capabilities. Lean into your strength. And above all, believe deeply, fully, fiercely, because belief is the spark. It is the beginning of all greatness, and with it, there is nothing you cannot achieve. 5. Take bold action immediately. Action distinguishes the dreamers from the doers. It is the thin, sharp line between imagination and reality. Many sit in silence, lost in grand visions of success, fulfillment, and greatness, but only a few rise, step forward, and breathe life into those dreams. It is not intelligence or resources that separate them. It is movement. It is the will to act. Softness, however, is the enemy of action. It whispers doubts into the mind, encourages comfort, and fears risk. It delays movement through a fear of failure or criticism. This softness hides beneath noble intentions and false prudence. It says, wait for the right time, or think it through a bit more. But in truth, it is fear wearing the mask of wisdom. It is the hesitation that kills potential before it's ever tested. History remembers the bold, not because they were always right, but because they dared to move. The successful figures of decades past understood the cost of hesitation. They acted, even when the odds were unclear, even when the path was uncertain. They moved forward. They did not wait for certainty. They created it through motion. Procrastination is a silent killer. It doesn't make noise. It doesn't attack you openly. Instead, it slowly eats away your time, your energy, and your spirit. You tell yourself you'll begin tomorrow, then another tomorrow, and suddenly, the dream that once burned bright has turned to ash. What you could have been remains a ghost. Understand this. Fortune favors the bold. Life rewards those who move with courage. Opportunities are fleeting. They don't wait for you to feel ready. The bold seize them, not because they are fearless, but because they act despite the fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it through action. Avoid hesitation. When you feel the fire of inspiration, act immediately. Do not overthink. Do not ask for endless validation. That moment of passion is your gateway. It is your inner voice calling you to step up. Honor it with movement. Every bold action brings clarity. Even when you fail, you learn. Even when you stumble, you move forward. Action builds momentum. Like a stone rolling downhill, the more you move, the easier it becomes to keep moving. One decision leads to the next. One step reveals the next step. Clarity, confidence, and direction are all byproducts of action, not its prerequisites. Wait for the perfect plan, and you will wait forever. Remember, passivity creates nothing. Dreams without action remain fantasies. Only through decisive motion can you shape your vision into reality. Every time you choose to act, you widen the path toward your goal. You signal to life that you are ready, that you are serious, that you are not just dreaming, you are doing. So decide firmly, act boldly, embrace the risk, because greatness never comes without it. Let courage be your foundation and urgency be your fuel. The riches of life, the love, the success, the fulfillment, they are not given. They are earned by those who dare to act. Do not let softness, fear, or hesitation rob you of the life you are capable of living. Do not give your dreams to delay. Begin now. Move now. There is no perfect moment. There is only this one. Start today, act now, and never look back. 6. Cultivate passion relentlessly. Passion is the fire that fuels greatness. It is the invisible force that turns the average into exceptional, the mundane into magnificent. When we look at the people who shaped history, visionaries, industrial titans, revolutionary artists, they all had one thing in common, an unshakable, burning passion for what they did. They weren't driven by convenience or fleeting motivation. They were obsessed. They lived and breathed their craft, their vision, their purpose. Passion transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement. When your heart is fully engaged, what once seemed difficult becomes thrilling. Obstacles shrink. Long hours feel short. You push harder, persist longer, and perform better, not because you have to, but because you want to. You are not just working, you are creating. You are living fully aligned with your inner calling. On the other hand, a lack of passion breeds softness. It reveals itself in procrastination, in excuses, in settling for less. Without passion, you move slowly. You feel uninspired. Your energy fades quickly, and mediocrity becomes your norm. Success remains elusive not because you lack talent, but because your heart isn't in the game. To rise above this softness, you must find your passion and then commit to it with everything you have. This is not a passive discovery. You must search, experiment, reflect, and test. But when you find that thing that sets your soul on fire, hold on to it with a grip of steel. Give it your time, your energy, your attention, your life. Refuse to settle for anything less. Demand passion from yourself. Mediocrity is a choice, a quiet surrender to a life without spark. Reject it. Infuse enthusiasm into everything you pursue, no matter how small or routine. Passion isn't only found in grand ventures. It can be cultivated in daily actions, how you show up, how you speak, how you create, how you serve. The passionate do not watch the clock. They do not wait for the weekend or retirement. They are consumed by purpose. Time bends for them. Limits disappear. They work not just for money, but for meaning. Their passion gives their work depth and their life direction. This is the secret. Life rewards the passionate. It opens doors for those who move with intensity and conviction. When you operate with deep enthusiasm, people notice. Opportunities gravitate toward you. Energy multiplies. Passion is contagious. It inspires, attracts, and elevates everything it touches. So do not wait. Do not let another day pass in dull routine or quiet dissatisfaction. You were not made for lukewarm living. You were made to burn bright, to feel deeply, to give your absolute best to something that matters. Let passion drive you. Let it be your fuel when you're tired, your compass when you're lost, your strength when you're weak. Whatever your dream, whether it's building a business, creating art, helping others, or becoming your highest self, let passion be the engine that powers you forward. Fall in love with your vision. Wake up each day with purpose. Chase it with obsession. Be relentless. Be on fire. Infuse passion into your daily tasks and watch how quickly life begins to change. When you show up with full intensity, you command the attention of the world. The universe responds to those who move with heart. Let passion carry you to places talent alone never could. Let it make you unstoppable. Begin now. Burn brightly. Live passionately. 7. Never stop learning and growing. Softness is hard for you because it's quiet, invisible, and seductive. It doesn't confront you loudly. It whispers. It makes excuses sound wise and comfort feel deserved. It tells you you've done enough or you already know this. But beneath that softness lies a dangerous truth, stagnation. And stagnation is the beginning of decline. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And the moment you stop growing, your potential begins to rot. You may still be moving through the motions of daily life, but inside you're standing still. Growth is not automatic. It is a conscious, relentless pursuit. The world moves fast, and if you aren't learning, you are falling behind. Knowledge has always been the backbone of lasting success. The great achievers of every generation, leaders, inventors, artists, entrepreneurs, were obsessive learners. They fed their minds constantly. They read, listened, asked questions, and surrounded themselves with ideas greater than their own. They didn't rest on their past wins or current status. They knew that to remain great, they had to keep evolving. Your softness may come from the comfort of familiarity. You know a few things and they've gotten you this far, but those same things won't take you any further. What got you here will not get you there. Comfort is not a reward, it is a trap. And the longer you sit in it, the harder it becomes to break free. Challenge this complacency. Reject the lie that you've arrived. You haven't. None of us have. There is always another level, another layer, another mountain to climb. The pursuit of mastery never ends, and that's a gift. That's what keeps life exciting, meaningful, and rich with potential. Commit to continuous self-improvement every single day. Learn something new. No matter how small, read a page, watch a lecture, ask a question, observe the world around you with curiosity. Each moment contains a lesson, but only for the one willing to see it. Seek out mentors, those who challenge you, who make you uncomfortable in the best way. Surround yourself with people who think differently, who stretch your mind, who hold you to a higher standard. Read books that shake your worldview. Take on experiences that humble you. Growth begins where your comfort zone ends. Your success is directly linked to your personal growth. The more you expand your knowledge, your skill set, and your emotional intelligence, the greater your capacity to achieve your dreams. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards execution. And execution requires evolution. Learning is not a task, it's a way of life. Embrace it. Let it become your default mode. Let every conversation, every challenge, every setback teach you something. Be hungry for wisdom. Be relentless in your curiosity. When you treat every day as a classroom, life becomes your teacher. And over time, the small lessons compound into breakthroughs. You gain clarity. You move faster. You solve bigger problems. You grow into the person who can handle the life you dream of. Lifelong learning isn't optional. If you want to rise, it is the essential fuel for success. Those who stop learning plateau. Those who keep learning soar. So wake up every day with the mindset of a student. Choose growth over comfort. Choose curiosity over certainty. Let your hunger for knowledge make you unstoppable. Don't let softness rob you of your potential. Don't settle for what you know. Expand, stretch, evolve, learn every day without fail, and watch how quickly your world transforms. Adapt swiftly to change. Life is unpredictable, and those who thrive are those who swiftly adapt. The path to success is never straight. It twists, turns, and throws unexpected challenges in your way. Those who win are not the ones who force their plans through rigid resistance, but the ones who bend, pivot, and evolve in real time. Adaptability is not just a trait. It is a survival skill in the modern world. Look at the most successful individuals throughout history. They did not resist change. They embraced it. They understood that the world never stays still, and neither can they. They used disruption as a stepping stone. When others froze in fear, they moved. When others clung to outdated strategies, they innovated. They didn't fight the current. They learned to ride it. Softness, on the other hand, is rigid. It masks itself as comfort, familiarity, or even loyalty to past success. But in truth, it is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of letting go. It resists the necessary shifts life demands. It says, "This is how I've always done it," and clings to routines that no longer serve a purpose. But strength is flexible. It doesn't shatter under pressure, it bends. True strength lies not in holding your ground at all costs, but in knowing when to shift direction without losing your purpose. Just like a tree that bends with the storm but remains rooted, the adaptable remain grounded in their goals, but fluid in their approach. The world rewards adaptability. It honors those who can read the changing tides and adjust their sails without panic. In business, in relationships, in personal development, Those who grow are those who change. Stagnation is the enemy. If you're not adapting, you're decaying. Do not fear change. Welcome it. View it as your greatest teacher. Every shift in circumstance holds within it a chance to grow, to stretch beyond who you were yesterday. Change pushes you out of autopilot and into awareness. It forces you to make better decisions, sharpen your instincts, and stay awake to life's ever-shifting landscape. Your dreams will require you to change again and again. They will demand adjustments, detours, reinventions, and only those willing to pivot swiftly will succeed. If you wait too long to change, the opportunity may pass. If you resist, you'll be left behind. Develop the agility to change course without losing sight of your ultimate purpose. Let your vision be your anchor, but allow your methods to evolve. What matters is not how you get there, but that you get there. Flexibility and strategy, consistency and purpose. That's the formula. Adaptability opens doors. It creates opportunities where others see dead ends. It allows you to turn setbacks into setups, failures into fuel. The more adaptable you are, the more resilient you become. You're no longer shaken by the unexpected, you're empowered by it. Those who embrace change live longer, not just biologically, but professionally, emotionally, and spiritually. They remain relevant, energized, and in motion. While others fade, they evolve. While others mourn the past, they create the future. So make a choice. Let go of your rigidity. Drop the false safety of predictability. Step into the unknown with open eyes and a ready mind. Change is not your enemy. It is your ally, your catalyst, your bridge to becoming. Embrace change today. Train yourself to see it not as a threat, but as an invitation to grow, to lead, to rise. Let it shape you, strengthen you, and propel you forward. The world belongs to the adaptable. Make sure you are one of them. 9, surround yourself with greatness. Success seldom happens in isolation. Behind every remarkable achievement stands a network of influence, inspiration, and accountability. The greats of history, leaders, innovators, thinkers, never walked alone. They surrounded themselves with people who demanded their best, people who ignited their ambition, and people who kept them honest. They built tribes of excellence, and you must do the same. Softness is hard for you because it often hides in the people you trust. It thrives in subtle encouragements to settle, to slow down, to stay the same. It lives in phrases like, take it easy, don't push too hard, or you've done enough. These sentiments feel kind, but they are poison to progress. They reinforce mediocrity under the disguise of care. And the danger is they come from those closest to you. Your softness may not originate from within. It may be a reflection of the environment around you. When you're constantly surrounded by voices that validate comfort, excuse weakness, and rationalize stagnation, your inner fire dims. You begin to lower your standards to match those around you, and over time, you become less of who you could be. That's why your associations matter more than you think. They shape your mindset, your habits, your pace, and your ambition. Choose the wrong ones, and they will smother your potential. Choose the right ones, and they will awaken it. Create your own mastermind group. People who push you, people who inspire you, people who hold you to a higher standard. These are the individuals who won't let you stay soft. They won't let you settle. They'll call you out when you're making excuses, and they'll challenge you to grow when you feel like quitting. Avoid those who encourage your softness. This doesn't mean cutting everyone off. It means being fiercely intentional about who you give your time, energy, and trust to. Your future depends on it. Not everyone deserves access to your ambition. Some people are fine where they are. That's their choice. But you're not like them. Choose friends, mentors, and partners who challenge you to rise higher. Look for people who've walked the path, who have scars, wisdom, and the discipline you aspire to. Surround yourself with builders, not spectators, doers, not dreamers, winners, not whiners. The right associations amplify your potential. They hold a mirror to your greatness when you forget. They sharpen your thinking. They accelerate your growth. With the right circle, your learning multiplies, your accountability increases, and your pace quickens. Form alliances with those who share your vision, your determination, your hunger. When your energy aligns with others moving in the same direction, something powerful happens. Your goals stop being private struggles and become shared missions. You rise together. You are never meant to do this alone. Every empire is built on alliances. Every breakthrough is supported by unseen hands. Every legacy is shaped by a network. You need people who remind you who you are, who you can be, and why you started. Softness can't survive in a culture of greatness. It gets exposed, it gets called out, and in that confrontation you grow. So build your environment deliberately, curate it like your life depends on it, because it does. Your surroundings will either fuel your ambition or feed your complacency. Make the choice. Don't leave it to chance. Cultivate an environment of greatness. Be the kind of person others rise around. And never forget, your circle is your standard. Raise it and you raise your entire life. Ultimately, your success depends entirely on you. Take complete responsibility for your actions, choices, and circumstances. Reject excuses, blame, and victimhood. Acknowledge that you have the power to change your life starting today. Stop waiting for permission or perfect conditions. Accept responsibility boldly. Embrace your power fully and never look back. Your journey to greatness begins with this courageous first step.